Welcome to Shomach Shavan Adav Shir sponsor Nishmas Amyak Hashem Le'abas Yitzchok. We're holding in Basra Dav Tzadik Vov. The Gemara in Amud Beis speaks about shmorim that someone put it in water, meaning sediment. He put water on top of it. The question is if this water has a din of wine. So says the Gemara that if he put in 3 cups of water and came out 4 cups, so then for sure it's wine. So the Gemara Rava l'taime. Rava goes l'shitosoi. Tama Rava kol chamro deloidori al chatlas mayo lav chamro. Any wine that doesn't have, that you don't dilute it with 3 portions of water, can negate every portion of wine, it's not the wine. Meaning the way the wine is 1/4 wine and 3/4 water. And therefore if you put water into sediment and you add another quarter, that's exactly the regular way of wine. Toises and many of the Rishonim ask that there's a mashmos in other Gemaras that the amount of water you include in wine is not 3 portions per one, but 2 portions per one. Meaning the final result is not going to be 3/4 water and 1/4 wine, but 2/3 water and 1/3 wine. Toises brings a raya of in the Gemara in Sanhedrin that says the Sanhedrin should always have at least 1/3 of Sanhedrin stay in place. And how we know that? Because it says al yechsar hamozik, that you should never have less than the mozik. What's the mozik? The mizug, the dilution, meaning the original is wine, is 1/3, and on that you add 2/3 of water, so you're saying don't have at least the first third. So mashma, the amount of water you put into wine is 2 portions per one, not 3 per one. So this brings a few answers. The Ramban and the Ran both answer. They say, of course, regular wine, you put 2 portions of water, connected to every portion of wine. It's going to be in the end of the day 2/3 water, 1/3 wine. So what is the Gemara here saying 3/4 and 1/4? That is the maximum amount. Meaning the standard is 2 portions of water, 1 portion of wine. But every wine should be able to handle even 3 portions of water. So if you put 3 portions of water connected, it's still not going to be 100% diluted. It's still going to be drinkable as wine. So 2 portions is the normal. 3 portions is the max that's supposed to still be okay. And that's what the Gemara says over here. That if you put in a sediment, water, and you have now 1 portion of wine and 3 portions of water, it has a din of wine l'kabei truma. And this concept connects very strongly into the sugya of dilution al pi machshava. And we'll start with the Vilna Gaon in the Yoel Or Parshas Pinchas Daf Reish Nun Vav Amud Aleph, a very famous Vilna Gaon that we spoke about in Masechet Sukkah. And the Gaon there says that we always want to double the chasodim over the dinim. Din is judgment, it's gvura. Chesed is the shefa of good things. We want to do what's called a mituk hadini. Mituk hadini means they want to take din and we want to make it memutuk, we want to sweeten it up. So we double chesed over din. And the Vilna Gaon goes on to say over there, that's the avodah of Sukkos. Chag HaSukkos, what we're trying to do is take the dinim that came from Yomim Noraim and sweeten it up by going into the sukkah. So how do you sweeten it up? So here it says the Vilna Gaon like this. Take the example of wine. Wine is keneged the din, keneged the gevura. Water is keneged chesed. How much water you need to put to dilute the wine, which means to matik the dinim? It says the ikar mizug is 2 keneged 1. 2 portions of water connected 1 portion of wine. So therefore we always double the chesed over the gvura the same way by wine. You do double water over wine. And with that he goes on to say, cheshbon, which we're not going to go into right now, but he explains that when we do na'anuim in Chag HaSukkos and Hallel, so we do na'anuim in hoidu la'Hashem ki toiv ki lo ilum chazdoi, that's chesed. We do that twice, one in the middle of Hallel, one towards the end of Hallel. And in the middle we do na'anuim and Ana Hashem Hoishiano. Ana Hashem Hoishiano is the din. Hoidu Hashem Kitov Kilom Chazdei is the chesed. So you do chesed before and after. And also you have the double. Chesed is twice and din is only once. And he goes on to say that today that we do Ana Hashem Hoishiano twice, so that's why the Chazan adds another na'anuim in before by according to Nusach Ashkenaz, he does Hoidu Hashem and by Yorim Reino. Because you always want the chesed to be double what the gvura is. In Ayin Sham, the whole cheshbon, mamash a gewaldige cheshbon. And this is also the same thing we do now in the Moed in Rosh Hashanah. Because the Yesod of Rosh Hashanah is brought down in all the Sfarim. We can bring here in the Mar Mekaymis, we're bringing the Shlah that says it. That how they work with the Shofar. Shofar is Tkiyot, Kiyo is Midas HaChesed. And then you have in the middle either Shvarim or Truo, which is different types of Din. And then you conclude with another Kiyo, which is Chesed. So you have Chesed before and after. And in the middle you have Truo, which is Din. So you surround the Din with Chesed before and after, and you double it. So it comes out based on what the Vilna Gaon is telling us. Is this is based on the fact that wine is diluted 2 portions to 1. What about our Gemara that we say 3 portions to 1? So according to the Ramban and the Ran, it works very well. Because the Ikar wine is to do 2 portions to 1. But it should be able to handle 3 portions to 1. And as I saw a very nice remes to it, this is based on the Arizal, even though the Arizal doesn't speak about it, like this Inyan. What is the Gematria of Chesed? The Gematria of Chesed is 72. What is the Gematria of Gvura, which is Dinim, is 216. What's known in Kabbalah as Rayu. 216 is exactly 3 times Chesed. Gvura is 3 times Chesed. Which means Gvura can handle up to 3 times Chesed. And with this we get to the big Yesod. The big Yesod comes out in many of the Sfarim. And one can ask, if we want to come and just dilute the Din, just do more. Let's add more Chasadim. Why we do only 2? Or maximum 3? Why don't we do more? But the answer is, we're not trying to get rid of Din. The whole world is world of Midas Din. The whole Sachar has to do with Din, as we'll see in the next year. Din is very important. We just want to be mimatic the Din. We want to dilute it, make it a little easier to accept. So then we say the way you dilute the Din, you make it easier, is either 2 times or 3 times max, not more than that. The same idea by wine. I don't want to get rid of the wine. I want to have wine. I just want to dilute it and make it a little more tasteful. And that's how we handle with Amtokas Adinim. That's the remuzim that we have, that the dilution of wine is compared to how you take a din, make it nemutok, make it sweet. Anyone wants to join the Shomachshava email list to WhatsApp, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.